You guys know that all across the world, in capital cities and elsewhere, you have people that are waving Ukrainian flags, and especially monuments, landmarks. They're now doused in the colors of the Ukrainian flag in yellow and blue. I wanted to show you a few examples of this. Here, for example, we have the Colosseum in Rome, in Italy. Okay, you can see that the Ukrainian flag has been projected onto it in solidarity with what's happening right now in Ukraine. Here in Toronto, so this is in Nathan Phillips Square. The Toronto sign is now in red and what am I saying? Ready? I meant blue and yellow. Excuse me. And then here we have in Italy again, blue and yellow. Down here, the Foreign Office building. So this is the Foreign and Commonwealth Office. So that for the Americans who don't know what that is, that's basically the UK State Department. Okay. And of course, the FCDO, that's the Canadian version. Sorry. I apologies for the line. I'm getting confused here because they said London Downing Street. London Downing Street, of course, is where the Prime Minister is in the UK. But I was talking over here about the Foreign and Commonwealth Office in the UK one. And here again in the UK, so this is where the Prime Minister lives, Boris Johnson. And then the SIS building, also known as the MI6 building. That's not what it's known as. That building is called Babylon on Thames because it literally looks like Babylon, like the Tower of Babylon, the great biblical story, and it's on the Thames River in London. So it's also known as Babylon on Thames because an MI6 is there. So even on the MI6 building, that's really funny. And of course, here we have Liverpool in England. And it's all over the world. And why am I telling you this? I'm sure you've seen this yourselves. You didn't need me to inform you. But I want to point your attention to something very funny because people are starting to see Ukrainian colors everywhere, even when they're not Ukrainian colors. So this was reported originally on Twitter by Perfect Sweetie Pagliacci. I guess I'm saying their name correctly. They said that, quote, "This is embarrassing. The Times literally just forced a political statement onto these cosmonauts. They've worn this uniform before." So let's look at what the Times is saying. The Times is reporting that, quote, 3 Russian cosmonauts arrived at the International Space Station last night in flight suits made in the yellow and blue of the Ukrainian flag in what appeared to be a daring statement against the war. And, well, that's not true, is it? Here, this is from 2015. This is another article from 2015. And what do we find in this article from 2015? Oh, it's that same suit. It's the yellow and blue. So obviously there was no war in Ukraine in 2015. I mean, besides the events that happened there, but no one was wearing Ukrainian colors like they are now in solidarity with Ukraine, right? There wasn't really a thing back then the way it is now. And so you can see that in 2015, the Russians were wearing the exact same suit as they are now. So you guys might be thinking, well, yeah, who cares? It's just the Times, right? It's just one outlet reporting. Oh, no, it's not. It's really bad. It's really bad. It actually gets way worse than that. I want to show you these tweets over here from Glenn Greenwald. He kind of put a little thread together where you can see them all, and it's quite ridiculous. Honestly, it's quite ridiculous. The BBC also posted it. Take a look. So the BBC headline reads, Russians board International Space Station in Ukrainian colors. No, not true. The Independent also published the story. And then underneath, Glenn said that you can now read the story about how the Russian cosmonauts dressed up in the colors of Ukraine to protest the war in Portuguese in Brazil's largest corporate outlet, Jornal O Globo. Oh, that's amazing. That's really amazing. So what I find incredible about this, and I think the person who originally made this thread also posted that, is like, what is the logic behind this? Do you think that these astronauts, they're Russian cosmonauts, okay? Remember that. Do you think that they somehow redesigned the suit in like 2 weeks? And not only they redesigned the suit, they actually got it produced, and they managed to get it past the Russian Space Agency and everyone who controls, because it's not just a question, oh, I feel like wearing this today. No, the suits have to be specially adapted. They need to be tested. They need to be checked. You're going to space. What what do they think happened? These guys just painted their suits yellow and no one noticed, and they managed to sneak aboard fucking outer space. They went off the planet in these suits and no one noticed. I mean, it's absurd. It's so ridiculous. This is the kind of diarrhea you could only see in the West. It's unbelievable. Oh my God. These guys went in a fucking spaceship. In a spaceship, and you think no one noticed? Oh God, they're so hilarious. They're so hilarious. They really are. And I want to read to you a little bit. This is really an important point here. This is from 2014. Excuse me. Look, another article from 2014. Oops, there's the Ukrainian spacesuit again. Back in 2014. Amazing, huh? So the person who posted this thread, they said, quote, "This is actually insidious. The Times has put them," meaning the cosmonauts, "in a position of either denouncing the message and becoming pariahs in the international community, or not, and becoming pariahs at home professionally. They are scientists on a non-partisan mission." Here, once again, another article, 2014, the yellow suit. The Ukrainian suit. This tweet is correct, because right now they've really put these astronauts in a tough position, right? So they can either come out and say, no, that's BS. This is just our regular suit. We don't agree with people that are wearing Ukrainian colors or flying Ukrainian colors in solidarity with Ukraine. And then what do you think is going to happen? What do you think the Times are going to do? Instead of like saying, oh, well, we got that story wrong, they're going to be like, oh, they don't care about Ukraine. They're evil astronauts. So you'll have liberals on Twitter saying, I hope someone shoots down the ISS. Yeah, I swear you would see liberals saying maybe someone should cut off the oxygen supply to the ISS or some weird shit like that, you know? And then, of course, if they do denounce it and they say, no, we don't, you know, they say we do wear these colors in solidarity with Ukraine, even though this suit wasn't specially designed for that, then they'll get in trouble at home. They'll get in trouble in Russia, right? Obviously, they can't do either of those things. So they've put these astronauts in a very, very bad position. I think that's unfair. Again, they're scientists. You know, they're not supposed to be forced into something like that. But I really wanted to highlight how ridiculous the press is. They're really funny, aren't they? You gotta love them, man. You gotta love how ridiculous they are. Wow.